Have you ever imagined what it would be like to be the first in your family to truly build wealth? Not just paying bills, owning a house, or having a better car, but reaching a level of financial freedom that no one before you in your family line has ever achieved. It almost sounds like a dream, right? But along with that dream comes a weight that no one talks about. Being the first wealthy person in the family isn't just about money. It's about carrying expectations, challenging beliefs, facing judgment, and often dealing with the loneliness of being in a place where no one in your family has ever been. Today, we're going to explore the weight of being the first rich person in your family. I'll show you why it's so difficult, what's at stake emotionally, socially, and financially, and how you can navigate this path without losing yourself. The goal here is not just to inspire you, but to give you a map to deal with these challenges and turn this weight into a force that changes not only your life, but also future generations. Because when you decide to be the first, you're not just changing your destiny, you're literally rewriting your family's history. Part 1. The invisible weight of being the first. When you are born into a family that has never had wealth, you grow up within a scarcity mindset. Your parents, grandparents, maybe even great-grandparents live with a single focus: survival, paying the bills, avoiding debt, and securing the basics. Money was never something that was left over. It was always a problem to be solved. Over time, this way of thinking becomes a kind of invisible inheritance, a mental software you receive without realizing it. You grow up hearing phrases like, money doesn't grow on trees, or that's only for rich people. And even if inside you there is a desire to go further, this old programming tries to pull you back to what's familiar. Being the first in your family to prosper is more than just earning money. It's challenging an entire mindset. It's deciding you won't just survive, but build something greater. But that comes at a cost. Think about Jerome, for example, a 30-year-old guy, son of a seamstress and a construction worker. He got a good job, started investing, and dreams of opening his own business. But every time he thinks about taking a risk, his parents' voices echo in his mind. Better not, son. Stay safe. That insecurity didn't start with him. It's generational. And breaking it requires courage, because it means going against everything your family has ever believed about money. And there's more. In some families, when someone starts succeeding, a different kind of resistance appears. Suddenly, comments show up, "Oh, now you think you're better." Or, "Since you got money, you've changed," as if wanting more were a betrayal of those who stayed behind. This is the first weight of being the first, swimming against the current of a mindset that taught you to fear money, when in reality you should learn to master it. Second weight, the pressure of carrying others. Being the first rich person often means becoming the family's savior. When you start earning more, people around you, parents, siblings, cousins, even neighbors, begin to see you as the solution to their problems. Can you pay your aunt's electricity bill? Lend me some money to fix my car. And saying no becomes very difficult. You look at your father, for example, and remember everything he did to get you here. And when he asks for help, you don't think twice. But the problem is that sometimes helping him today can mean not being able to help tomorrow. Besides that, many times this help doesn't actually solve anything. It only relieves the problem. For example, you lend $2,000 to your cousin to pay a debt, and the next month he comes back asking for more because he got into another debt. It's a cycle that drains your energy, your time, and your money. If you keep doing the same thing, your debts will keep growing. It's that simple, but you can still turn this around today. The ebook, Getting Out of Debt Towards Financial Freedom, shows you exactly how to get out of debt and regain control of your money. And it also includes an exclusive guide to creating your own financial spreadsheet and putting everything into practice. The link is in the description. The decision is yours. My father, for example, started working as a fisherman at 15. Every time he got paid, he gave almost all the money to my grandfather. The problem is that my grandfather was addicted to gambling, anything that involved betting. Because of that, my father was never able to save anything. In the end, he worked hard not to build his own future, but to sustain his father's mistakes. There is also a huge emotional burden in being the first. You feel the responsibility to succeed, to prove that the effort is worth it, to show that it's possible to break the cycle. At the same time, you live with the constant fear of failing, because deep down you know that if you fall, it's not just you who falls. It's as if your entire family's hope collapses with you. The third burden is loneliness. Being the first in your family to build wealth is often a lonely journey. When you start changing your financial life, your values change as well. You begin to see money differently. You stop spending on what doesn't matter. You start studying investments, productivity, and financial freedom. But while you evolve, not everyone around you keeps up with that pace. Your family and friends may not understand your choices. They ask, why don't you hang out with us every weekend anymore? Or why spend $200 on a course when you could finance a new phone? These differences create distance, not because of lack of love, but lack of understanding. You are in new territory without maps or guides. You don't have a rich uncle to explain stocks to you, nor a parent who knows how to start a business. So you learn on your own, making mistakes, testing, trying to understand what no one taught you. In this process, a void appears that is hard to explain. You feel like you are rising but also drifting away, as if to reach the next level, you must leave part of your old self behind. This is the silent price of growth. Realizing that while you rise, the world around you stays the same, and dealing with that loneliness is part of the courage of being the first. Well, I finally finished this. It really took a lot of work to do. So at least leave a like, and if you stayed until the end, comment on the way to 1,000 subscribers. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to change the way you deal with money in practice and learn the best method for financial freedom, the link to the ebook plus financial spreadsheet creation guide is in the description with a 60% discount for a limited time. I'll leave it here and see you next time.